All right, so California is one of those cities that used to be a fun place to be at for making your dreams come true, becoming an actor, actress, rapper, singer, or whatever. But it seems like nowadays, when it comes to this whole left thing, the LGBT community, trans rights, parental rights, it's gone crazy. But now all of a sudden I'm hearing something about them stripping their parents' rights if their child wants to transition. First of all, that's against the law. You're telling me that you won't allow their children to transition based on their age? Because you know children don't really have that type of mindset, and they're not old enough to make decisions on their own, whether they want to transition or not. That's something for them to do when they get older, not when they're young. And you want to take away their parental rights because your law states that if the child wants to transition, you have to let that happen. This is backwards, bro. So shout out to my girl Melanie King for uploading this video because this is crazy.
Notification policies.
Now it stops school districts from requiring teachers to tell parents if a child asks to be identified.
Tonight, a classroom controversy continuing. The governor signing into a law today a ban on so-called parental notification policies.
Now it stops school districts from requiring teachers to tell parents if a child asks to be identified as a different gender. Hunter Sowards is here now with us with reaction.
Yeah, this has been a hot topic. As we know, we've been reporting on it for months. It's not just here, but across the state. Rockland Unified, we know, one of those local districts facing legal action over their notification policy. But those I talked to today say despite the governor's signature, this fight is far from over.
It's a first in the nation law. The governor bans policies that require teachers to tell parents if their child asks to change their gender identification. For months, LGBTQ rights advocates rallied outside board meetings, much like this one in Rockland, against the policy.
Well, I think with the governor signing AB 1955, it's actually going to just cause more confusion.
Confusion led to chaos at times between politicians.
I will do You're out of order. You're out of order. You're disparaging the House.
Sparking this heated exchange between parties debating the bill last month. Republican Assemblymember Bill Asaley's microphone cut mid-sentence.
Wrap up. Okay, so we are here today because the proponents have said that school districts have passed dangerous parental notification policies.
Rockland Unified is one of at least 6 other districts in the state that tried passing similar policies. Many met with legal challenges. And while it's being praised as a way to protect LGBTQ students from so-called forced outings,
if parents aren't supportive of their children, then the children shouldn't have to tell the parents.
Some say it could interfere with parent transparency.
Yeah, the biggest sticking point in why I'm opposed to AB 1955 is that it's going to have others on the other side try to force school districts to keep secrets from parents. And I think that's a non-starter for me.
Advocate and Roseville City School Board member Jonathan Zackerson says the law may still give districts the ability to decide how to move forward.
This policy still allows for a lot of flexibility at the school district level.
Yeah, we'll get to that flexibility here in a second. Zackerson, for some more context here, he leads a nonprofit focused on students first policies. He thinks this law leaves rooms for districts like Rockland to adapt current policies to make them in line with the law. Now, on social media, the governor's office is really on a campaign trail right now to dispute claims that the law bans all parental notifications. Take a look at what he's saying to some of those users. He said, note, under California law, minors cannot legally change their name or gender without parental consent, and parents are guaranteed the right to access their students' educational records. So I've been talking to...
First of all, if my child comes home from school and tells me he wants to transition to a girl, I'm gonna tell him no. You be the way God made you to be. I didn't raise you to become something that you're not. I swear, California has really lost its marbles right now. So, if I'm not gonna allow my son or my daughter to transition, you gotta take my parental rights from me because I'm a parent that has to say so, you're crazy. You're gonna have to take me to jail or take me to court because I'm not gonna like the court, the system, or society telling me how to raise my son or my daughter. They are my priority.
And they feel like this is specifically for those districts like Rockland who are having this very specific policies passed to combat those specific school districts, not maybe the general population.
Got it.
Okay, enough with the spin. No, it's not just for that. That's what they try to say. But we see this is the agenda. I hear a lot of, this talk about Project 2025 and all these other things. But what you rarely hear is about this agenda that has been pressed upon our children. They want to separate children and parents. The state believes they know what's best for our children, and they don't believe that the parents need to be involved. If that means your child transitioning and you don't need to be notified, then so be it. This is the agenda. This is what they want to do. It is just evil. It is alarming, and California has fallen apart. The policies there are absolutely abhorrent. This is the agenda that they want to press on our kids, and I don't get how anybody can look at what the Democratic Party the Democrat Party has become and pushing these type of ideologies and think it's okay.
And I agree. All I gotta say is thank God I'm not a leftist or a right winger. Neither one of those things. But I want to talk about voting this year, and I don't know who I'm going to vote for, but I don't know if I'm going to probably vote for either Biden or Trump. I'm not voting for neither one of them. But to me, I would rather vote for Jesus Christ because he is my Lord and Savior. How am I supposed to vote for a person who I can't even trust? I mean, look at what's been going on with the Democrat Party. What's going on in this world? And you've seen it for yourself. You've seen it on TV. You've seen it on social media. All of this politics crap being forced onto the kids. They can't even allow the kids to be kids. And that's the sad part about this. You can't make this up.
It's not something that you just, it's just a bill that doesn't really pertain to me, but I can kind of compromise with it. This is abhorrent. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of people who are independent, such as myself, are turned off. So if your kid comes to school, and it's Susie and she now wants to be called Bob and dress like a boy and play boy sports, like how does this work in theory? And what is the age? Is there an age limit? So if your 5-year-old's in kindergarten and the teacher and everyone treats Susie as Bob, is that what we're doing? Or is this high school students? Like, there needs to be more details as to what is happening here. But we know, probably even pre-K, they don't care how young the child is, as long as they can be indoctrinated with these types of things and keep the parents out of what the state is trying to do with your child and the agenda that they have to use your child. Now, take a look at how Elon Musk is responding to this. So Elon Musk, he has plans to move SpaceX from California to Texas to protest ban on schools notifying parents of students' gender identity. Now, I know Elon Musk has a lot of children. I believe one of his children has, I think they're an adult now, has come out and said that they're transitioning. I don't want to bring people's personal business into this, but this seems to be a hot button issue for him. So it says here, breaking Elon Musk to move SpaceX from California to Texas because of this. My phone's going off. Sorry about that. But let's see here. It says on Tuesday, Elon Musk revealed that SpaceX will be moving its headquarters out of California to protest over new law signed by Governor Gavin Newsom that allows schools to keep kids' gender identities from their parents. The billionaire said that the law was not the only reason for his decision to leave the Pacific Coast for the Lone Star State, but that is what pushed him over the edge. And this was his tweet. He says here, let me move this over so we don't have to look at these ads that are weird looking. It says, this is the final straw. Because of this law and the many others that preceded it, attacking both families and companies. SpaceX will now move its headquarters to Hawthorne, California, from Hawthorne, California to Starbase, Texas.
Even though I don't like the cat, I don't like Elon Musk for what happened on Twitter, but I respect him and I commend him for making a decision to move X from California to Texas because of this law. And when you think about it, it kind of makes sense as to why he did that, because California, as of right now, has become a major joke in society because of the government and them doing some weird things to kids, especially when they're young. And the fact that they're taking away their parental rights from the parents because of the law. Yeah, thank God I don't live in LA, and I don't want to visit LA because of this mess. I don't.
And it was a reply. So the state is the parent in California now, Gavin Newsom. Yeah, that's essentially what they want. The state to become the parent and to completely do away with parental rights, because they feel like they know what's best for your child. And keep in mind, you know, they're talking about replacing Joe Biden with Kamala Harris. There were talks about Gavin Newsom. Notice that they're putting these California Democrats up to lead the nation. California has some of the worst statistics between the homelessness, the crime, the income tax. It's just not a place for businesses to flourish. The mandatory minimum wage are causing a lot of places to crash out, a lot of businesses to fold out there in California, business owners. It's just a place where things go to die. Yeah, California at one time was thought of to be this place of dreams and hopes and wishes. But if you look at what these cities have become, even looking at,
and for one thing, you can't do that now. You can't do that now. And I'm glad that she brought up of what I said in the beginning of the video. If you want to be a singer, rapper, actor, actress, a famous content creator, I think you'll come to California and you'll make that dream happen. But what's going on right now in LA is bad. It's worse. And some people find ways of becoming famous without going to LA or New York City. They become famous over social media. And it's happened multiple times. But if you're trying to go to California to pursue a career as an actress or actor or whatever, 9 times out of 10, your career and your life will be screwed.
It's just homeless people using neat drugs right there on the street, taking a dump on the street. Businesses can't stay open. Even if you look at what's happening in Oakland, California as a whole has just gone straight to hell. And I feel bad for the good people that are in California that are fighting back against this, who don't want these types of things, but they are in California because that's where they're from, or that's where their family is, or they love the state. Maybe they like the state for weather and other opportunities. Maybe their job is there, but they're forced to live under these, honestly, communist rule on what is going on there. So
at this point, shout out to Melody King for uploading this video. California, as of right now, is not in a good state of mind because of these stupid drastic changes when it comes to the LGBT community and the trans rights and all of that, you know, and you were forcing all that stuff on the kids. Joe Biden is nobody either because of his son. His son is a known creep and an addict. And don't even get me started on Kamala Harris. I don't even like her either. I don't like politics, period. I think what's going on right now in today's society is that these political parties want us to be divided. They want us to hate each other. They want us to hate the left, the right. I don't hate none of them. Hate is a strong word. I despise them, yes, but I don't hate them. They want us to hate the Democrats. I'm not doing no hating at all. I can pray for them. That's the only thing I can do. But besides that, I'm not going to be pro Joe Biden, pro Trump, or pro Barack Obama or pro whoever gets in the office. I just want America to be good again. That's all I care about. And like I said, as far as like voting this year, the only person I'm voting for is the Lord Jesus Christ himself. And that's it.